Before we start, on the first day of this war, how many ballistic missiles did Iran fire at Israel in a single day? Comment your guess. Answer at the end. February 26, 2026. 2 days before the bombs fall, Iran's foreign minister is in Geneva calling a nuclear deal a historic opportunity within reach. Both sides are still talking. The White House says diplomacy is preferred. Then on February 28th, the talks collapse. And at 6:35 in the morning, CENTCOM announces that the United States and partner forces have begun airstrikes against Iran. Operation Epic Fury has begun. Day 1, February 28th. Israel and the United States launch nearly 900 strikes in 12 hours. B-2 stealth bombers, B-1 Lancers, B-52S, U.S. Navy warships firing Tomahawk missiles. Israel's Air Force simultaneously executes what would later be called the most consequential airstrike in modern history. Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, the man who has led Iran for 35 years, is killed at his residential compound in Tehran alongside senior officials, including IRGC Commander Mohammad Pakpour, Chief of Staff Abdolrahim Mousavi, and Secretary of the Supreme National Security Council Ali Shamkhani. Dozens of senior military commanders are killed in the opening hours. Iran's air defenses, already degraded by Israeli strikes in 2024 and 2025, are overwhelmed. By the end of day 1, Iran fires approximately 90 ballistic missiles at Israel. In the city of Manab, near Bandar Abbas, a missile strikes a girls' elementary school next to a naval base. Iranian media reports 180 killed. U.S. Senator John Kennedy later calls it a mistake and publicly apologizes, the first Republican lawmaker to do so. Day 2, March 1st. Iran's state media confirms Khamenei is dead. Under Iran's constitution, an interim leadership council is established to govern until a new supreme leader is elected. Iran fires around 60 ballistic missiles at Israel. Fewer than the first day, but still relentless. The United States and Israel conduct strikes on Iranian-backed Iraqi militias to prevent retaliatory attacks from Iraq. Hezbollah in Lebanon fires 6 rockets at a military base in northern Israel, announcing it has joined the war in revenge for Khamenei's death. Israel responds with a furious wave of airstrikes on Beirut in southern Lebanon. Dubai International Airport, one of the busiest airports on Earth, is damaged by Iranian drone strikes and temporarily halts all flights. Emirates, Etihad, and Qatar Airways suspend operations. Hundreds of thousands of passengers are stranded across the world. In a friendly fire incident, a Kuwaiti Fa-18 shoots down 3 American F-15Es. All 6 crew members survive. The U.S. Embassy in Kuwait is struck by an Iranian missile. Secretary of State Rubio orders it closed. Day 3, March 2nd. Iranian video footage shows the IRGC Malik Ashtar building in Tehran completely destroyed by a joint U.S.-Israeli missile strike. Iranian Kurdish armed groups launch a military offensive from Iraq into Iranian territory, taking advantage of the chaos. Iran's parliament building is reportedly struck by airstrikes. A Soleimani-class corvette, an Iranian warship, is sunk in the port of Bandar Abbas. Iran's navy blocks the Strait of Hormuz, threatening commercial shipping. Global shipping lines begin rerouting to avoid the Strait and the Red Sea. Oil prices spike. World stock markets absorb the shock. Day 4, March 3rd. Iran strikes the Ramat Gan area on the eastern edge of Tel Aviv, causing severe building damage. Israel launches strikes on Beirut with new evacuation warnings. The UN Refugee Agency reports over 667,000 displaced in Lebanon, rising above 1 million within days. Israel strikes nuclear laboratories across Tehran, Isfahan, and Shiraz, using more than 170 munitions. Day 5, March 4th. Iran has now fired over 500 ballistic missiles and nearly 2,000 drones, 40% at Israel, 60% at U.S. targets across the region. Iranian launch rates are declining as missile stocks deplete. The IDF reports it has destroyed approximately 65% of Iran's total ballistic missile launcher stockpile. Hezbollah fires on Tel Aviv. Iran strikes targets in Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the UAE, and Iraq simultaneously. Days 6 through 10, March 5th to 10th. Iranian attacks settle at roughly 10 to 12 waves per day. On March 8th, Iran elects Mojtaba Khamenei, son of the assassinated supreme leader, as the new supreme leader. The regime has not fractured. Strikes continue across at least 26 of Iran's 31 provinces. A memorial for American soldiers killed in the war appears in Tel Aviv's Dizengoff Square. Washington demands Iran permanently end uranium enrichment, limit its ballistic missiles, and halt all support for Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis. Iran has not agreed to any of them. The war that was supposed to be short has no visible end. The answer to our opening question: on the first day of the war, February 28th, Iran fired approximately 90 ballistic missiles at Israel in a single day. More Iranian missiles struck in those first 2 days than in the entire 12-day war of June 2025. This is not a repeat of last year. This is something different, and as of today, it is still going.